All right, for more on this, we're now being joined by Colonel David Beiderosh. He is a professor at Near East South Asia Center for Strategic Studies, National Defense University. Sir, thank you so much for joining us on World DNA. Always a pleasure to have you. Now, sir, my first question to you is, given all the developments, would you say that the war in West Asia, it's entered a new phase? Do you reckon this is an escalation like we've never seen before?
Well, it's the first time Israel's responded. As your report noted, there had been several hundred attacks launched from Yemen into Israel, but they had all been either intercepted or were inconsequential. So this is the first time they actually managed to kill an Israeli. I think Israel wants this to be a deterrent. I think that the Houthis, on their part, welcome having some sort of Israeli attack because it allows them domestically to portray any opposition to their rule, which is not extremely popular in Yemen, to be portrayed as supporting the Israeli government, which is broadly unpopular in the country. So it's a complicated situation. It could end here. My suspicion is that there will be another attack in a few more months as the Houthis' domestic situation deteriorates.
Right, sir. There have always been fears of a wider regional conflagration. Will other Houthi empathizers in the region, Hezbollah, the Islamic resistance, we're talking about the axis of resistance here, do you think they will jump in to retaliate now?
Not on behalf of the Houthis. I mean, the different proxy forces that Iran has different degrees of independence, and the Houthis are probably the most independent. So they take their cues not from each other, but from Iran. I think it is possible, though, that they're struggling to remain relevant. They all want to be seen as at the forefront of resistance to Israel. So, Lebanese Hezbollah, of course, has gotten more involved. The various Iraqi militias have remained relatively quiet. The Houthis, I think, did this as a means of reasserting their relevance and possibly trying to make a claim on Iranian resources if, as is currently predicted, President Trump returns and imposes maximum pressure on Iran. Iran will have much less money to spend on weapons and supporting its proxies. So the Houthis want to be seen as in the first rank of their proxies.
Right, sir. Now, despite all the developments, we've seen that the tone of the Israeli Prime Minister has not changed. He vows to fight on and continue his attacks. Retaliatory attacks is what he calls them. Now, at the same time, there is growing pressure on the Prime Minister. How do you assess that?
I think it's nothing that he can't deal with. I mean, the Prime Minister's goals remain pretty much constant from what they were on October 7th, which is to destroy the ability of Hamas to project power inside Israel. I think in order to do that, he's going to have to eventually have occupied all of Gaza for a period of some time while they systematically destroy the tunnels, the weapons networks, etc. That means that they're going to have to eventually take all of Rafah, and then the operation will shift from an offensive force against a conventional force, which is what Hamas amounted to a counterinsurgency confined mostly within Gaza. And I think we're going to see that happen within the next few months.
All right, Colonel Beiderosh, thank you so much for joining us on World DNA with your insights on this.
Thank you.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.